good.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll get it to her next week sometime. So how you doing, Snake?
Hey, Snake.
Snake, what's up?
Okay, well, you can listen to us.
Can't hear you. No.
What's going on, Barry?
Hey, Chris.
Oh, so Barry, we were just working on hey, Chris.
Hey,
Hello, Chris.
And
Hey,
Mike.
Chris. Hey, Mike.
Hey, y'all.
Mike's here too.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Hey, Mike.
Barry, your sound's off.
How you guys doing?
By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea.
We're doing good. You know, Billy and I have been working on a memorial piece for Lynn. Jeff.
Yeah.
Lynn's husband. And we got Chris saying something really nice, which worked in really well, Chris. But does anybody else want to say anything? Because I can record it, you know, and it's being recorded on this now, and I can stick it in.
No, nobody sent you anything?
No, I mean, Chris recorded one, and I've
Yeah.
got one from Joel, but that's it. It's kind of, I mean, we don't need too many because it would make it extra long. But
We had one from what's his name too?
Herb.
Herb Roselle.
Herb Roselle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody know how to spell Roselle? Because I got to put his name on.
Roselle.
And where did Herb work?
New York, New Jersey. Herb came with me to the Troy, New York thing that we did.
Okay. So I was trying to figure out, like, should I for a memorial thing, should I put their people's names in when they talk, or just kind of let them talk? Or that leaves me with Chris, what yeah, for you, what should I put in there?
Chris Fenimore, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh kid.
The Pittsburgh kid.
So is it
Banjo playing
FENN?
Jeff.
Is it FENNMORE?
There's an I in there. FENNIMORE. Fenimore.
Okay.
It's like Fenimore Cooper, but with two N's.
Okay. And does anybody remember the date of the New York reunion?
87. Oh, New York reunion or the Connecticut 80?
The New York reunion.
I don't know about that one.
It was a Columbus Day weekend. I remember. It was,
October something,
yeah, October 11th, I think.
2011.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can find I have the poster or whatever
Do you?
or somewhere.
That would help. And for Joel, I mean, should I put? I don't want to put owner, like founder.
Fearless leader.
If
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he go by?
Daddy mustache.
Daddy
Daddy
Mustache.
Mustache, yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Daddy mustache.
DADDYMOU.
No, MU.
MUS.
No.
MSTACHE.
No O in mustache.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, that's the English version.
Okay. So anyway, as I was going through all this stuff, I found we were talking about the New Orleans billboard on the street. So I did find that. Shit,
Really?
but that's
Yeah, I
not
found it too. I'm where I have it. I think I have it handy. Here it is. I got it. I just have to, oops, let me get down. Now I lost y'all. Okay.
Oh, I got it here too. So
Okay, you put yours up then. Okay.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
yeah. I never saw it when I worked there.
It was towards the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, out where I live, out in Metairie, not far from my house. I was there for years.
Didn't the hand and the head move?
Not on that one, the one on I-10. There was another one on I-10, right by the Cleary overpass. And the hand might have moved on that one.
Was this one on airline?
To this, but smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was airline, right?
Airline?
This was airline, but they had one on I-10 as you get ready to go under the Cleary overpass.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Those
Well,
are
I-
nice billboards.
This is
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Because most of our business was just walk in, like people happened to be on Bourbon Street and yeah, I can't tell you how many people actually just went to the Your Father's Mustache because that's where they intended to go to start off with. And how many people just ended up there.
Well,
'Cause they're all
Kent and I,
Bourbon.
when we would, the first night we came to New Orleans, we just walked Bourbon Street and there's nothing on Bourbon Street you really want to go in except, Your Father's Mustache was great. If Fritzl's would have been there at the time, we might have went in there. But,
Yeah.
but Your Father's Mustache we stayed there that night. We had a great time.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah, when Bill and I started, they still had the red garter down the street.
Yes,
a couple of blocks.
Yeah. In fact, we picked up a couple of their waiters after
Yeah.
they closed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's about 2 blocks down, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've talked a lot, especially when Jeff was around, about Lake. I don't know how to say it after I saw the
The
name. of it.
compounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like comment.
they had a bunch. Billy found some great pictures. This was the music hall that they had,
Oh, my goodness.
not the place that Jeff played. Jeff played in the tavern. This was like their music hall they had, it's like this whole thing is like an amplifier.
Yeah.
Never saw that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. They, Jeff said that it was in existence since the 1870s. The lake compounds. I always thought they were saying lake compound until I went.
Well, I
looking.
did too until I saw the billboard
Yeah.
that you sent.
Mhm.
I just thought that was cool. That's cool. And then
Yeah.
let's see.
It was probably built before they had microphones and stuff and amplifiers, and it was designed for bands to play there, to have that
Yeah.
natural amplification.
It's like a mini Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah. A little bowl. Yeah, like a little bowl. That's it. Huh?
And then I think this is so cool.
Oh, that's
I mean, between those cars and all that wooden roller coaster.
reminds me of the old Zephyr,
Yeah.
Bunch
Yeah.
Train Beach.
Mm-hmm.
That wooden roller coaster.
It made that rickety sound when you were on it.
But also, I
fun.
mean, these cars are like, I guess the 30s or the 40s.
30s.
Some of them are, but
30s.
there's a car on the very left, right up against the roller coaster. It looks like it might be late 40s, early 50s Chevy or something. So most of those cars look like 30s and into the 40s, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means to me that wood has been there a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's an interesting 2 shots.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all
definitely.
thanks to Billy. Billy was a great researcher. And then
Where'd you
this,
find them?
I just actually doing that hard. I just Googled lake compounds and went and just you just type in images
Uh-huh.
and it just starts. You can save them to your computer.
It's in New Jersey, right?
No, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Oh.
Yeah.
well, I think it was-
Yeah. Well, Barry,
What is-
did you find some images on Hairy Lip yet?
I didn't.
Oh, you did.
What does compounds mean?
That must be the name of the lake, I guess.
probably. I would think so.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Because I had listening before, I'd always thought compound.
I did
That's what I
too.
thought too, yeah.
I thought too, yeah.
Yeah.
Compounds.
Lynn Olswang got in touch with me this morning. She was still looking for the clip of him singing "My Mother's Eyes" at Carnegie Hall, but I can't find it. I told her.
Do you have the whole show?
I have 2 versions of it. I have the one that they sent us, which doesn't have the finale in it, which is really interesting. And then I have another one that I got somewhere that had the whole show, except not that little segment. When when the New Orleans band is up there playing, those are the guys that he sang with. And so it has their routine, but then it doesn't go on with him. It cuts to something else.
I think that those guys who shot decided to edit it down. I know we probably went a little bit longer because they didn't have anything in there with the waiters when we did our little number that they didn't even let us on the stage for. It wasn't in there at all, you know, so.
Yeah.
That was a shame.
Yeah.
Broke
So
my heart.
I don't know who did the original shoot, or if they still have the, their original footage or what.
I kind of doubt it, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
the people, they wouldn't allow anybody else to shoot. It was a union place, so they only let their own people shoot there. So,
I think somebody else snuck a video of most of the night though. I don't know if I've got that somewhere with Jeff in it or not, but I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I snuck a still camera and I took all the still photos.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about a video, another video, somebody.
Yeah, no, I didn't do a video.
No, but somebody else. Somebody,
Well, we know that Jeff sang the song because there's stills of him singing it on the stage at Carnegie Hall.
yeah,
and Joel.
I played behind him. I know we did it.
I know. We have eyewitnesses.
Yeah, I think they just, for some reason, they just arbitrarily decided to take it out. You know, whoever was recording and editing it.
Well, see, on the CD that I was sent, and I don't know who sent it to me, they had it. They had Jeff singing. I remember looking at it. Number one, I don't know where that CD is. Number two, I don't know how to extract out that part. Number three, none of my computers have disc players anymore.
If you give that disc to me, I can extract it.
yeah.
Well, let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll mail it to you. If you mail it back.
Yeah, yeah. Or from coming across the lake, I could scoop it up from you, you know.
Okay,
I'll have to look for it.
for the memorial thing, this is something else. Is this Jeff playing?
Yes.
Yes.
That's Jeff. Okay, good. Because I used it as Jeff.
Yeah.
I took a couple of videos in New York at the Holiday Inn, and they're on a different YouTube channel than my regular one. I don't know why the hell I did that. Speaking of which, Bill or Tom, do you guys have any idea how you can move stuff from one YouTube channel is yours to another YouTube channel of yours? Any ideas?
Well, since you loaded them, you should be able to download it. You
Yeah,
should
but
go to the thing and then just say download, and
yeah,
if
I'm
you wanna-
wondering about
I think you could move it.
just moving them easily. I'll give it a shot, but I think, yeah, there's Jeff there.
Hey, Jeff. In
Is
the,
that my picture?
no, well, I don't know who sent it. This was just something I had from before the, while they were jamming in the bar before the night we rolled into town for the reunion. The band was just jamming. And I don't know who shot, I really don't know who shot this still.
I
When I
don't know
see
either.
them, I just grab them and save them to my hard drive.
Bill, if you want to check, I've got 2 videos from that particular scene on YouTube, and I think it's under DEN, capital D, capital E, capital N, either YFM or YFMB. If you want to check that and see if you can take something off there with Jeff on it, it wouldn't be what you're looking for him doing My Mother's Eyes, but something with Jeff, video with Jeff in it anyway, if you want to check that.
Well, no, I had videoed that whole song there that they took that still from. But I think Tom has that one already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it just has, you know, a passing shot of Jeff with everybody else, you know.
And here's the
Chris.
still picture of Jeff singing, because this is what I took this one.
Yeah.
'Cause I took a bunch of New Orleans because I was trying to hide the camera so that I wouldn't get caught until I got a lot of New Orleans stuff. Because those were the guys I knew.
Yeah.
So Chris, let me ask you, on your mustache page, you don't have the Carnegie concert or you do?
I do. I do.
You do, but it doesn't have the Jeff part.
Nope.
Well, I wonder what version that is, because the version I got had it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So it has a lot, but doesn't have that particular segment.
Oh,
Unless you managed to get a copy of the unedited one, Barry.
I'm a look. My desk is a mess, but I'm a look for it. See if we
Okay.
can get it.
I'll
to you.
look and see if I've got it. I think I've got some video from Carnegie Hall here somewhere. I'll see if I can find it and watch it. And if that's in there, I'll send it to somebody. How soon do you need this?
Well, Lynn wants it. I think they're doing it like the 20th.
Okay,
I'm going to send her this memorial piece anyway. And it shows him playing a little.
Yeah, but.
Also, when I was watching him play, okay, Barry and Chris.
Thing in my mother's eyes, that would be the coup de grace.
Oh, yeah, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, Barry, I'm watching this piece of you guys sitting in the hotel. And Chris is playing, and I can see Chris in it. And Chris's hand is moving up the frets a lot. And so is Gim's hand. And Jeff's hand is just staying in one place. And Jeff said that he did it. He only played 4 chords because he's a tenor. I don't understand any of that.
Well, I
So-
don't know why he said that as a reason. He just played in one position. That's all. He
That's
didn't-
right. He was just playing rhythm in one position at that moment.
Okay. Because I watched him for about 60 seconds and he didn't really move.
Never moved.
Chris was moving a lot.
Well, I'm always trying to put in a melody note or harmony note somewhere.
Okay.
Uh.
See, I know nothing about music and I'm actually learning from listening to you guys.
See, at the mustache usually, and Chris, you could help me out, at the mustache, usually there was a lead banjo player and a side banjo player. And the side banjo player's role was to do what Jeff was doing, not
Boom,
move
check.
around too much and hold the rhythm.
Boom, chick, boom, chick, boom.
Babcock behind Joel. That was at Connecticut.
Yeah.
Danny Sullivan's behind Joel's left elbow.
Joni.
Yeah, and Joni, I can't remember who the guy is on the bottom left.
The
By
color.
the
in
way,
that
Bill, a
piece
few
was
weeks ago, we
vibrant.
talked about, I had some videos of your father's mustache reunion band in Connecticut. And I'm going to send them to you. And I finally got around to finding them. I have one from 1998 and one from 2000
Okay.
that you were going to try to take off and put on DVD or something. You still want to do that?
Yes, sure. Get them to me and I'll basically, I think I'll probably skip DVD and just go right to MPEG 4s. And that way you can share them easy, you know.
Yeah, I'd just like something that I can watch here on my computer or something.
Well, MPEG 4, you know, that's,
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something I can take to a place here in Denver and get put on a DVD from the MPEG 4?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you-
yeah.
Why do you want it on a DVD?
Well, but what I'm saying is you can play MPEG 4s play right on your computer, or you can play it on your iPhone. You can, you know, it's
Yeah.
the same thing. But if you want something to put it into your big TV or something.
Well, what the main thing I want to do is I'd like to have several copies of it maybe give to people, family and people.
Right.
So
Yeah.
can you?
Yeah, but
Can
see,
you
you
take
can
it off of the-
you can just grab that MP4 and stick it right in an email, and then they can download it.
Is this
Okay, well-
today's meeting?
Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, Roger.
are we in-
Roger.
are we in
Hey, Roger.
today?
Mhm.
Is this
Howdy,
today?
Roger. It's, I mean, we're like the Beatty, we're a Brady bunch
recording
now.
it,
We
yeah.
got 9 of us, huh? Aren't we all supposed to do our heads like looking this way?
Just checking where I am.
Bill, I'll get these out to you next week. I don't know when you'll get them, but I'll try to get them out early next week so they'll get you
Yeah,
towards the end of the
okay.
week.
It's not a problem. Yeah. I'm here. I've been archiving old videos lately, so.
Here's some pictures that Rick sent from. Here's Tim Shea,
Oh, yeah.
Pete.
Pete,
West
Wes
Mix.
Mix,
has
Wes
Wes
Mix.
Mix, okay.
You know, I don't know if Wes is still even on the planet. I know 2 or 3 years ago, he had to go into an assisted living facility. I heard
Oh, really?
that he had dementia, early dementia, and I haven't been able to find out anything about him. So I don't know if he's still on the planet
I
or
don't
what.
think he is.
That guy in the front needs a new hat.
Yeah, he does.
I see Pete out there too.
Yeah, Pete's over here.
Who's on the trombone?
Somebody sent me a message that Wes Mix died.
Yes.
He may have. I've been trying to find out because I know some people here in Denver that know him really well, but I can't, they won't return my phone calls or emails. So it wouldn't surprise me, Barry, if he had.
The trombone player looks like Yoakum, huh?
A little bit, except doesn't have his hat on. Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Maybe he needs to move the trombone a little bit to the right there. We can see.
Okay, let me make that adjustment.
Did any of you guys see the video I shared on YouTube today of Yoakum and his band from Holland doing Jeepers Creepers?
Well, I saw the link. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's for a band he had in Holland.
I saw some of the stuff he did. He did some really nice stuff.
Yeah, his wife puts up some of his stuff from over there every now and then. So when I see it, I always try to share it and pass it on to you guys and anybody else.
Can you hear me? He was on that TV show there in Holland.
It looks
Yeah,
like
Mad
Mad
Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, that's Mad Dog.
Look at Mad Dog.
John Leonard.
Yeah.
He
Karen.
was in Texas. Does anyone know
Yeah,
if
he
he's still
he lives
Texas?
in San Marcos, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in contact with him for a while, and all of a sudden, he just sort of disappeared.
There's Karen.
Yeah.
And this is Karen. This was
Yeah.
one of Rick's wives.
Yeah, we were married for 11 years. Yeah.
One of Rick's wives. Hmm.
Yeah, she used to pay us.
That's right. She worked back in the office some.
Who is that, Karen? Is that?
Yeah, it's Karen.
Yes.
Karen.
She lives in Slidell now.
I have a nice picture of her out in front of the
Karen. Karen would come to the mustache reunions with us when we'd have our little meals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She and her husband Ed would come some couple of times there.
Yeah, last time I saw her was at the one we went to in Slidell, and Bob Osborne was there too. And
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bob
Karen
was.
and Ed came.
Was that at a Saints game?
Yeah, we were watching the Saints game at a Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was there for that.
You were there,
Yeah, you
Roger.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was right.
Bob Osborne was there and Karen was there at that one.
Yeah.
Bob came to a few more things, but he's
Well,
passed away since then.
Karen lives in Slidell, doesn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, she lives in Slidell.
Yeah. They have waterfront property there?
Yes. It's yeah, basically on
What's the one of those
Eden Isles area.
inlets? Or they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got alligators?
Yeah.
Well, they're in Louisiana, aren't they?
Her husband just retired from the test site.
Yeah. Was that a Mardi Gras or was dog just dressed up for the night?
I think these were Mardi Gras shots.
Oh, okay.
He's working next door to Silver Frolics.
Talking of Mad Dog, does anybody remember he would come into the club every night, he'd say, "Hey, everybody, what is this?"
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. And we all had to answer, "I hear you, brother."
Danny
What do you think it was?
Maynard.
What do you think we were dressed as that night? Jeez.
I thought
Oh,
it
who's
was. I
that
thought
on
she was
banjo?
Johnny Depp.
Who's that on banjo, Elvis Presley or Liberace?
Yeah, and then
Oh.
and Maynard looks like he's got his smoking jacket on.
Yeah.
Maynard called me 3 days ago. I stayed on the phone with him for an hour.
Oh,
How's
that's
he doing?
He's doing good. You know, he don't get too much around. He suffers from a bad hip, but he still practices trombone every day.
good for him.
Good
He's
for
such
him.
a great guy.
Yeah, he came down to New Orleans when Joel came down that time. A lot of us was out there at what used to be the Mustache. It was whatever that restaurant is now.
I'm trying to figure out what I was wearing in that photo.
It looks like the Pirates of Penzance or something.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You don't have that in your closet anymore, Barry?
No, and Maynard's got like a Hawaiian Mexican shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's playing side banjo holding up the sign had the old time bathing suit. I'm
Who
trying
is
to
that?
figure out what kind of night that
That's
was.
Who is that? That's not Tim, was it? Is it?
It looks like Tim.
It
Could
might be Tim.
He's got one of our old mustache T-shirts on and his bathing suit.
It'd be Tim Shea. Yeah.
Was that when everybody was just dressing however they wanted?
It was
I don't
Mardi
think
Gras.
We
These are
ever
all
just
Mardi Gras
dressed how
things.
we wanted. I mean,
Well, we had a period there where people could just,
we wear
Like
suspenders
costumes
and
on.
regular ties.
Well, sometimes we'd have a 50s night or something. We'd all, but I don't remember that one.
Peter and Danny look like they have street clothes on, you know?
Yeah.
because Joe wanted us to dress up in costumes, because I went with him down to Joe the Bartenders in Miami, and they all had different costumes on. He said, "Oh, that's a great idea, Roger. Why don't you do that in New Orleans?" I have some pictures of all the waiters and everything, and I think the band was too, dressed in different outfits. You know, they had to use the same outfit over, but I don't know if that was that time period when that happened.
Who
But
knows?
if there's any representative, it didn't work.
That didn't last very long, because the outfits people were wearing over and over just didn't, got a little raggedy.
This was during Mardi Gras, this shot. From
Yeah.
everything.
Barry's vest looks like it's vinyl.
Yeah,
I know. I thought it was a black leather vest.
So like he got off
can't
a cab.
imagine playing in black leather up there. That was so hot up there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could have played the hot time in the old town tonight.
We had that big air conditioner on the roof. It was huge. And it was a water air conditioning, where the water had to run through everything and through filters and shoot the cold
Sometimes it
air.
would drip on the floor.
Shoot the cold air in the club.
Yeah. Barry, you look like the setting moon over there.
Well, that's a good one.
Now we got Rick looking like he's the Chinaman.
You know, or either.
I don't know what I
either
was
that
I
or he's
like
working
it.
with an
Yeah.
organ grinder.
I think Kent was gonna dress up as a monkey, and I was gonna haul him, take him around Bourbon Street, but it didn't, we got too drunk or something.
Was that taken up on the balcony? Or-
Yeah, it was on the balcony.
Is that you, Rick?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Is that our new reaction when we see someone from the
Holy
back?
mackerel.
Oh, wow.
It's a
what
good,
happened?
it's a good look for you, Rick.
Cost
Yeah.
about 400 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this picture came from Rick, so you got a pretty good set of balls to send that picture. Oh, well.
Rick, were
Okay.
you supposed to be a Chinese guy? What was that?
I don't remember exactly. It's been, I mean, that's been, 50 years ago.
Number 3, son.
Now we got Kent and
There you go.
Rick.
Me and Kent, and not
Must
sure
have been
who that-
champagne night, huh?
A great
Find
photo.
someone and share it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's a cool shot. It is.
Yeah.
That's a cool shot.
What did we have that cost $11?
Picture of Dave and I up on the top there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I
Who's
guess-
the-
I got
yes,
that exact picture right behind me in my garage.
Yeah.
I think David gave it to me. Huh, David?
Yeah.
So what is Rick pouring? Is it
That's
sangria
the
night?
Marie Antoinette.
Sangria.
Yeah.
Oh, we did make sangria. I forgot about that. Did we? That didn't last long, did it? Where we make those pictures of sangria?
It
Yeah,
was a certain holiday that we did it for,
Yeah.
wasn't it, Roger?
that kind of stuff.
Roger's birthday, sangria.
That's before they invented Cinco de Mayo.
Please.
Anybody hear me now?
Yeah.
We hear you.
Yeah, I got you,
All
Stan.
right.
Yeah, Snake.
All right, Snake.
Finally.
Snake got a voice. Those are great, Rick. Glad you sent those.
Yeah, that's very good.
Rick, you've been holding out on us for a year and a half. Geez.
Okay, now these are some I can't even identify who they are. These are from Rick though.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, I remember.
Zombies on parade.
Is that Frank
Oh, that looks
Zappa?
like- It looks like Shard maybe on the left.
Chardonnay House, I think that is. I don't, The other guy with the long,
Al Langhoff.
is that who
That
that
sounds like
was?
a good guess.
They were
Yeah.
waiters.
No, Al Langhoff, because Al Langhoff wore his hair long like that.
Yeah,
And Shard Niehaus.
I bet that's
Oh,
Shard.
that Chardonnay house?
Whatever happened to him?
Oh, wow.
I tell you what, Chardonnay House to me was the fastest beer guzzler I ever saw at all those contests. He was.
That's
I thought
right.
he
I
was
forgot
fast.
about that. He could chug that down.
He could put a glass of beer down in a third of a second.
Just like poured it to the throat. That's right.
We had a guy in Denver, Barry named Tank. And on the beer guzzling contest, he just put it up, open his throat, and pour it all down and get the thing back. And I'd get in those beer chugging contests when Tank and another guy were there. I'd place third because I'd get half of it down and put the rest in my mouth. I cheated, but I cheated big time. But you know, you had to do something. But this guy Tank, my goodness sakes alive, he was fast. I don't know if you ever knew him, Snake.
We had a,
This guy on the left, Shard, he was the fastest, and he didn't spill any.
yeah, we had that international beer guzzling contest in New Orleans, where people had to sign up in advance and everything. And then people got to win tickets to go to New York. And that was really, I have some pictures of that. I have to pull them up.
This
Who
guy
is
looks
that?
familiar, but I can't.
Yeah,
put
I can't
place-
think of his name. You remember him, Bill? I remember him.
Yeah, I remember, but I can't place his name.
Can't
either.
place
I
his
can't
name.
either. Well, we'll forget about him.
Hey, I talked to Kent the other day, Big Bride, and we're gonna try and get together.
Oh, good. How'd he say he was doing?
I didn't say, had no complaints.
Good. All right,
That-
who's that?
Isn't that Rex somebody?
No, that's not
Oh,
Rex. That's not Rex
no.
Carter.
I remember
Um,
him. Who's the,
And who's the girl?
Wow.
Oh, Ellen.
I don't remember.
This guy looks devilish. He's got something going on.
Who is that? It's not Big Bill. No, that's not Bill.
No,
No.
that's not
No,
Bill.
No,
just
no.
wait. Yeah.
Who's that?
He's not Jim Stanzak, huh? The guy sitting down.
No.
I
No,
don't think he's tall enough.
he's not.
Yeah.
I remember him. I remember her too. I don't remember who the people's names were though.
Yeah.
Should have written down.
But no, there were so many waiters that came in and weren't there
Oh.
more than a month, you know?
That was the thrill of their life.
It was.
Come to work for your father's mustache on Bourbon Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here we go with one that I really don't know who it is, but
Try to give
I
him
re-
a snake
I
shot.
remember the guy, but I can't place his. I can't place him. Who he was.
no, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
James McGivern, is
That's
it?
not
No,
McGivern, huh?
that's not James.
No.
This guy was real tall. I remember that. Obviously.
And what were we doing with a hot dog or a,
It's like a pretzel. I don't know. Isn't that for pretzels?
Yeah, we said that
Pretzel.
must have been Oktoberfest.
Yeah, we had
Oktoberfest, we had the big pretzels.
And we'd also do
we
hot dogs,
still-
oil, and beer.
hot dogs on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
When we had the big band, jazz band.
Yeah.
yeah.
oh, well.
Here's a old,
Those are mine.
Hey,
Les
hey,
Russell.
you know who all these people are?
yeah, that's Wilbur Kite, Gotti,
All right,
Les Muscat, and Andy Stone.
Andy's. Yeah.
that's Andy Stone on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
tuba over there. Huh?
Yeah,
Jim Viator. Right. Jim Viator.
Wilbur Kite.
You got big fancies up there.
Yeah, he was going by Wilbur when I started. Then he went to Vince, but his real name was James.
And
Jim
after
Viator.
that, he started a reggae band. He went by ATM.
And what's his real name?
Jim Viator.
Viator.
And He took Jim and turned it into Wilbur.
He played washboard under the name Wilbur Kite.
Jesus.
He sang 50 songs under Vince Vance. He sang reggae songs under ATN. And his job was a professor of law at Loyola University.
Yeah, he became a
You
law
know,
professor
I
out
run
there.
into him uptown, Pascal Manali's. My wife and I are having barbecue shrimp, and these guys next to him were talking about Bourbon Street. I said, did any of you guys used to work on Bourbon Street? This guy turned around and said, yeah, I did. I worked at your father's mustache. I looked at it, and it was, whoa, we just started laughing and telling stories, and people, my wife and these other guys didn't know what to do. He gave me his business card. Like you say, he's a law professor up at Loyola now, but it was so funny and odd that I would just run into him out of nowhere. It's pretty exciting.
No, he was a great entertainer, just period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he's a good law professor. I mean, he could probably entertain pretty good.
What kind of banjo did Les Muscat play?
Plectrum. That's called, the brand name is called Janie.
Janie. Yeah, just curious.
And they were made by a guy I think near Philly in Jersey.
Yeah, Philadelphia. I've got one back. Les was playing a Janie. We all respected the way Les played. So we all figured that if we got a banjo like him, we might be able to play like him. So we all got the banjo, but we never could play like him.
Yeah, Ira.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just throwing in some old pictures too, Tom, if you're okay.
yeah, here.
oh, there I am. Nobody hears from Ron Fuller, huh?
No, and I'd like to get in touch with him because I went to high school with him, and he's the one that kind of got me into your father's mustache nightclubs in 1970.
Who's
I'd love
that?
to get in touch with him. Last I heard, he's in Florida and owns some restaurants like a Rattlesnake Club and some other things, but I'm not sure about that.
Who's that?
I don't
Ron?
know where he is.
Ron
Ron
Fuller.
Fuller.
Ron Fuller? Is that who
Ron
you're talking
Fuller.
about?
Yeah, Ron Fuller. Last I heard, he's in Florida.
Yeah,
and-
Ron Fuller went to work for General Mills. And General
Yeah,
Mills,
that's a long time ago, but he's done a
Yeah.
lot of things. He worked
yeah,
for Chi-Chi's Restaurants for a long time in General Mills, and I don't
He
know
worked
where
for
he's at
Steak
now.
and
It's-
Ale for a while too, I think.
a long time ago. Shit. What does that mean?
Well, 30,
40
40
years ago.
Everything
40
we're
years.
talking about is 50 freaking years ago.
I know,
Right.
just the other day. Yeah, better than last week.
Yeah.
I think he worked for Steak and Ale when he left your father's mustache.
Yeah, I went to see him when he was in Florida. I went over to his house. He married Penny, right?
Yeah, but they got divorced a long time ago.
No, long time ago.
Oh,
Where in Florida? Where in
Yeah.
Florida was he, Roger?
okay.
Where in Florida was he?
Huh?
Do you know where in Florida he was?
Yeah, it was by not too far out of Disney World. And he actually I went to when I was in Florida in Sarasota, and I was trying to find a stay in the restaurant business. So anyway, we got in touch with him. We always kept in touch. And
Oh, yeah.
he wanted me to come work for the Olive Garden.
Endless bread. Isn't it endless salad or breadsticks or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very famous, it's they're everywhere now. But this was a long time ago.
Look at those cars.
Yeah.
That's a Thunderbird, I think.
I like
Yeah, on the
the
left is a Thunderbird. The right, I think, is a 57 Ford.
I'd like to see him get out of that parallel parking spot.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Outside.
In the early days when you could park right there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep,
You say the balcony is still there?
Yep.
yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The ladder's still there too.
I love those hanging lamps.
The whole front facade is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that time, the Intellect was next door. Before it was Andy's. It was a guy by the name of Joe Biggs owned it. Joe was also a private investigator. Very interesting person.
Hmm.
But he stopped opening it up, and it got all dirty, and he got behind on his rent, because your father's mustache owned that space. That's why we shared the bathrooms and the beer cooler.
Mm.
So I told Joe, I said, Joe, maybe time for you to move on. He said, okay. So then I was in charge of leasing it out. So I had to find someone to go in there. So Joanne and Max Clevenger lived in the same house I lived on out on Esplanade,
Hmm.
that big white house.
Oh,
They
yeah.
Mhm.
lived upstairs and I lived downstairs at the time. And I know she wanted to be involved in that business. So I talked to her and her husband, Max, and then they took it over and turned it into Andy's.
She had a big restaurant uptown for a long time.
Oh, wow.
Russell.
Upper-
That's a
Bo
great,
Adams, Marty Fay, and Joe Terra.
yeah. That's a great picture.
Hmm.
I
Great
like that,
shot.
really.
Yeah. So Marty is still involved with trying to get the reunion too, or is it mostly Gim? and
Yeah, he
Joel
still
now?
is.
I think Marty's working with Joel on it, right?
Right,
Right.
because I keep in touch with Marty. Yes, he is. The big thing, everybody's worried about the COVID pandemic coming back up on the East Coast.
Yeah, I know.
You know, what, I don't know.
Jim said last week or week before, there was a lot of it up there in Connecticut and so forth.
Yeah, it is. It's funny because I was just down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and they didn't know anything about it. That's a great picture there too. I love that one.
Me, Yoakum, Ira, and Marty.
Yep. Just
The
having
the sidebar in New York.
New York, exactly. Everybody just having a good time.
Yes, indeed. We was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard they sent that picture to Joel and said, Joel, don't worry about anything.
We got this.
We got this under control.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's a good model. I like that.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Yeah, just throw in a little Denver too, just to keep things.
That's in Denver, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Sonny on trombone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And the guy playing lead banjo, he's from France. I don't remember his name. And
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they playing at the end of an alley? Jeez.
they were playing some outside job, and this was out in front, like in a courtyard period. They just out there playing. I forgot what it was.
It
for.
looks like a freaking prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Folsom Prison Blues, but different.
Yeah, that's only Johnny Cash could get away with that.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, where's Johnny Cash?
Yeah. Johnny Cash on the tuba.
Picture.
So David, is this your
Yeah.
ex-wife?
No.
That's not.
Oh, wait a
Bobby.
minute.
Yeah, it is,
I
Dave.
think
That
that
might be
is.
Bobby.
I think that is she in the middle.
Yeah,
I
that's-
think it is.
Yes.
You,
She got
Bobby, and
horns
Karen.
on, huh?
So many white. Oh, okay, Karen. I forgot. I didn't look at that. Who is this?
David.
I think that's me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
David. And Bobby and Karen.
Oh, David, you look pretty good as a blonde.
Hmm,
Is that really?
It's just, huh?
Where was
Yeah.
this taken?
At the mustache during Mardi Gras.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see them. Okay, yeah.
Not the best picture, but it's,
Yeah.
Well, everybody was blurry back then. Why can I say?
Now everything is blurry.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah, they're not the best pictures. They were on Polaroid camera.
it's all
When
right.
when I first started working in New York, on they could only assign me like 3 nights a week on side banjo, and the other nights I used to work the sidebar. So I used to be back there turning the movie on and off for the breaks and weighing out the kegs and all that stuff at the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Was this the Connecticut reunion?
Yeah, that was Connecticut. It was Mustache Reunion Band concert somewhere
Kelly?
late
Doesn't
nineties.
look like the Connecticut reunion,
Hello?
This wasn't the first reunion.
the one in
No, this-
1987.
This was a Mustache Band reunion at Connecticut, had nothing to do with other reunions. We did
This
the,
was not the 1987 reunion, though.
this was 1988, this was 1998, 99, 2000, somewhere. around
Oh,
there.
okay.
And it was just specific to the Connecticut, the Great Connecticut Traditional Jazz Festival.
Mm-hmm.
But these were all people that had worked at Mustaches over the years.
It looks like Jim was the leader.
Well, Joel was the leader.
Oh, I know that, but look at his outfit.
Yeah, well, that's because he just didn't want to conform with the rest of us swackos.
Huh?
Who's the
Neither
girl
did I.
the third from the right?
I don't know who the
Oh.
tuba player is. I think his name's
Oh.
Red something.
No, no problem.
Most
I
of
know
them you
that's
should
Joan-
know.
That's Joan in the middle.
That's Joan behind Joel and little
Yeah, but
Ira.
who's the girl to the right of her?
To the
Oh,
right,
to her left.
to the left of her is Danny Sullivan.
Danny Sullivan.
And the girl next to Mike Johnson?
Peter Babcock, little Ira.
That's not Little
Roger
Ira, is it?
Wickham in front of the tuba bell.
Joe Dragon.
Yeah, but who's the
Joan
girl
in the back,
next,
isn't it?
next to Mike Johnson?
Yeah, who's that girl?
Danny Sullivan.
Yeah. Gunny.
Okay.
Okay.
Gunny, yeah.
Still had yourselves a few washboards out there.
Well,
Yeah, there were 4 washboards on there. 5. Too damn many washboards.
Mustache banjo band with 4 washboards and 2 banjos.
And 2 tubas. Well, there were 3 banjos. Joan was there. And Joel and Jim. And 1 trombone and 2 tubas.
Hey, that's enough.
Yeah.
Wow. What you got?
Got anything else, Billy?
Yeah, I've got a few. I just was looking through. A lot of these were things we had shown before. We just, oh yeah, I like that.
We want to be used.
Yep, John Murata.
Bookings, John Murata.
Is that in the picture, Buzzy and Banu?
Looks like him.
That's
Yeah, that's Buzzy.
Buzzy in the
Manu?
back playing the banjo, yeah. Yeah.
Want to be used. That's cute.
Yeah, boy.
I'm glad back then we were complete and self-contained.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue.
Man,
Nothing like being self-contained and complete.
yeah. I didn't know back then I was complete and self-contained.
Yeah. Was it just? Oops, where'd it go? Here it is.
I think we both hit the same time. So
Oh,
go
we
ahead.
did it. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead and do yours.
I don't know if mine. Let's see.
Nice picture.
John and Mike.
That's a good picture.
There's a pair to draw to.
That's great.
That Carnegie? No.
Yes,
Mike,
Yeah, that had to be Carnegie,
Ah.
didn't it?
it is Carnegie.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, I think we all had those little badges.
That's what I'm looking at. Did we have that badge?
Yep.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Carnegie.
I still got my badge.
Badges? We need no stinking badges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll remind to the grocery store.
Now, this is an old one that I think we've seen before, but Sonny Helmer and
Yeah, Banu in front.
Banu in front. Is this Christine?
I don't think so.
And this is a nice looking lady. Who's the banjo player?
You got me.
What club was that? Was that like an outside job or something?
I remember for a while, you see the tuba player with the old Keystone Cop hat on.
Yeah.
One time Scotty bought a Keystone hat like that for me. I wore it for a good 6 months until it fell apart. I mean, sweating every night on a mustache stage with tour, but I had a hat like that I wore.
That, we used to use that years ago in the mustache, the Keystone hats like that. When they opened the club in Chicago, everybody was wearing them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have some pictures of that. I'll have to bring them up. Yeah. Then
Yeah,
we're
Scotty Hill found one at one of the shops on Royal Street and said, "Look, I saw this hat and I thought of you, so I bought it." That was a nice thing to do. I don't know what he was thinking, but you know.
All right.
Now
That's all I
you can-
got.
Now you can just apply some spray felt to your head, Barry.
Yeah. Maybe I need to try that.
Let's see. This is this is another one that I think that Tom had this picture up, promo in this week's video.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was that same band reunion, huh? After the,
Yeah, Sunrise Playhouse.
yeah.
I worked a lot with Peter after the mustache. I worked with him a couple times while we still had the mustache, but after the mustache. And Mike will tell you, Mike Johnson was a good friend of his, but he was a piece of work.
Barry, that's an understatement.
He was a piece of
Well,
work.
kind of explain that to us. What is that?
He was always on,
Always.
always on stage.
He was like Dennis Riley.
We'd
Oh,
sit
wow.
here. We'd sit here in my garage, right where I am right now. I'm pointing to where he was sitting, and I mean, just playing a few tunes, but telling more telling stories of old days. And he was always freaking on, always on stage.
Well, you can tell that any video we have that has it on, and he's on.
Yeah.
He was also very funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a funny guy, but he was always. You never saw him at rest.
He never came up for air, but he was a good guy.
Yeah. Now I've got a long piece with him. We wouldn't have time to show it today, but it was from the reunion when people were just up there telling mustache stories. I didn't show it before because he went on for about 5 minutes, but I have that clip. We can show it next time maybe with
Peter was something.
yeah.
Did you do that at the 50th reunion, Bill?
Yeah, at the 50th reunion, when people were telling mustache stories up
Oh, yeah.
there.
Oh, I'd like to see some of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got, well, I can start playing some of those next meeting. It's
Sure.
just where people talked, about things.
Did
Well,
you do
I showed them
everybody?
from time to time, like we talked about Keith Yorston and LaRue got up and talked
Oh.
about the cat, and different little stories we've
Oh,
had.
yeah. Bring that up next meeting, Bill.
Okay.
That'd be good. Be good to
Yeah.
see. Guys, I'm about to run.
Okay.
Good night, Rick.
Everybody else,
Good one, Rick.
Take care,
Take
Rick.
care.
Bye,
See
Rick.
ya.
take care.
Yeah, thanks for making that
Yeah.
video, Tom. That looked great for, I'm sure they're gonna like
Yeah.
sure Jeff's
I'll
family
finish it up.
enjoy seeing that.
Yeah. You got pictures of the Boston Club at all, Rick?
Oh, jeez.
You got anything from Boston?
I just have advertisement from Boston. I don't have any pictures of the club. It was down in the basement there.
Yeah.
74 Warrenton Street.
Warrington Street, right.
Yeah, I was right behind the Bradford Hotel and down in the basement, right, Roger?
Yep,
An improper Bostonian on the main floor.
improper Bostonian, that's right.
I've
when
got
they-
2 improper Bostonian mugs and about 5 or 6 mustache cups.
Yeah, and when your father's mustache at Cape Cod, the original one burnt down. Then they moved it into Newsport, and it was the same layout. Your father's mustache was downstairs, and their proper Bostonian was on the main floor.
That's right.
And Joel's sister ran the improper Bostonian at the time.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
What was her name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah. And his brother's name was Michael.
Yep, that's right.
Did that have like an upstairs and a downstairs to it, the Boston Club, or?
No,
No, it was just a basement and a main floor.
Okay,
right.
Mustache in the basement, proper Bostonian on the main floor.
all
You
right.
couldn't go up, and you had to go outside to go up.
Yeah.
I don't know why this popped up, but happy birthday, Roger.
You missed it. It was in May.
Sorry.
How's that?
Who did that, I wonder?
I don't know. I was just going through some pictures looking for.
Isn't
some
that the picture we saw before? Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
but it didn't say happy birthday, Roger on it, Ira.
right, but it's the same picture.
Same picture,
That
yeah.
is.
I wonder who did that. I wonder if Scotty did that.
I don't know. It-
Because I was in contact with him before he passed away. He was very political, very interesting guy.
This is just another old thing with the waiters at.
Just, they're always doing that. Is
Yeah,
that Karen?
that's Johnny Fowler, Bruce Mawson, and Karen Ali.
That's
Well, I
right.
remember John, he and another guy came up to Denver in a Volkswagen Bug, and it broke down in Larimer Square where the mustache was. And one day we went in there, and there they were, and we hired them, and they worked there for quite a while. And then they did a bunch of strange things around town. And then John went somewhere in Mexico and bought a bar down there. And I don't know whatever happened to him, if he's still around or not.
Yeah,
He was a good guy.
Now, Bruce Malasa, he changed his name
To
to
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah.
Philip Malasa, he's a very popular piano player around town now.
yeah, he writes original songs about New Orleans and.
That's
stuff.
right, but he was playing at the Pontchartrain Hotel on St. Charles Avenue in the Bayou Room.
Yeah,
That's a real cush job, you
Yeah.
know? And I took my parents to eat at the steak restaurant next door, and we stopped in. I figured he might be playing there. He sure was.
Mm.
And I was up there singing songs. He was playing mustache songs.
Really?
No, yeah, but he's very popular around town. And we didn't know he was a singer and musically inclined back when he was waiting tables.
Yeah, because he was studying to be a teacher.
Yeah, well, I
He
had
became
done,
a teacher. He was an elementary school teacher over here in Metairie. Then he took up piano, and next thing you knew, he took off as an entertainer around here.
yeah, well, Bruce and I did a couple of musicals together when I was in high school and right out of high school. He was in theater, we were in theater together before we started at the Mustache, so we've been knowing each other. Yeah, his real name really was Philip, but he always went by Bruce, and then he went back to Philip when he, yeah. But I remember Johnny-
That one time about, I don't know, 10 years ago when Joel came to town, we all had lunch in the restaurant that used to be your father's mustache. He showed up,
Yeah,
Bruce.
Yeah,
That's the last time I saw him in a mustache setting. I saw him when I went and visited him at the hotel.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he's pretty popular, man. He really is.
so he has a following, he definitely does, yeah. But one thing I remember about Johnny Fowler is no matter what time you saw him, day or night, he always would say, "Good morning."
I remember that.
Even if it was like, 11:30 at night, it's good morning. Yeah,
Are the Alleys still in Colorado? Does anybody know?
Who?
Alleys.
Roger?
Karen Alley.
Oh,
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Karen and Ed live in Grand Junction.
Yeah.
I never knew them, but I as far as I knew, they always lived in Grand Junction, but I never knew either one of them.
Yeah.
They came down for one of our little mini reunions. David, you remember that? We all ate on the
Yes.
balcony at a mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that one, but then
Oh,
also.
we saw that picture last week
Yeah.
or 2 weeks ago.
Really? I didn't see that.
Or
Yeah, you
we ate
put it
somewhere,
up.
David. I can't remember. I thought it was on the balcony in Mustache.
No, no,
maybe.
we ate at a
Mexican.
place on St. Charles,
Yeah.
by Napoleon.
Okay.
It used to be called
I'm getting
Copeland.
Uh,
confused.
Not,
I'm
not
getting
Copeland,
confused.
crap, what do they call it thing?
What, on St. Charles and Napoleon?
Yeah, St. Charles and Napoleon.
The seafood cafe,
Yeah, it's a seafood joint, but I can't
seafood
remember the
court
name
or
of
something, I forgot.
it. Yeah.
They got great
That's
oysters
where they,
there.
that's where they met up with us.
Superior seafood.
Superior Bar and Grill, yeah. Because I drove them there, they were in the car, and Tom and Emily were there with his,
I didn't even recognize him.
yeah.
But that was a pleasant surprise when Karen and Ed
Yeah.
were there. It really was.
There was a picture you put up a few weeks ago of Barry, you and some other people on the balcony.
Right.
Yeah.
That was at the Mustache. Yeah, that one was at the Mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my
You have
wife's
that
upstairs
picture?
I think Billy's looking
next
for-
week. My wife's upstairs taking care of a 3-year-old, so I got to go
Oh,
help.
Okay, I think we're gonna
Just
have.
stay
to-
on as long as you want.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Tom.
Tom. See you next
No
week.
problem.
I'm gonna sign off.
Adios,
Yeah,
amigos.
guys.
All right.
Adios.
See you all
I
next
have to
week.
Bye.
There, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Good
See
to
y'all
see
next
y'all.
week,
Take care.
guys.
The ship's leaving port.
Okay.
Oh,
See y'all
there
later.
they go. And they keep checking out one by one. Bye-bye, Tom.
Bye, Roger.
Adios.
I'm trying to figure out how to
I don't know.